Origin and history of name Sheoak or Sheoak, a Casuarina tree. In Wikipedia's Casuarina article, and somewhat similarly in its Casuarina article, one finds the most widely used common name for Casuarina species is Sheoak or Sheoak, a comparison of the timber quality with English oak. Other common names include ironwood, bull oak or bull oak, and beefwood, cox and imp. Freeland say, the name Sheoak is derived from Native America sheik, beefwood. Unfortunately Etymology shows nothing on the etymology of sheik, sheoak, ironwood, bull oak, or beefwood. Questions: what are the actual origin and history of the name Sheoak or Sheoak? How is a comparison of the timber quality with English oak relevant to the name? Was there actually a Native American influence in forming the name of an Australian tree? And for extra points, explain why the Ngarrindjeri have a separate word, kula, for male Sheoak trees.
Q. What are the actual origin and history of the name Sheoak or Sheoak? This was likely named by the British Royal Navy, who sailed around and wrote early narratives of Australia. Ships of sail are in need of wood, so they used familiar names to help describe the trees they found. Sheoak was named after oak due to their similar timber texture. The name appears to have originated from Sydney. The narrative of a voyage of discovery by Lieutenant James Grant, 1803, and similarly by Grant, 1804. The trees we saw were in general what is termed Sheoak about Sydney. Lieutenant J. H. Tuckey's An Account of a Voyage to Establish a Colony at Port Phillip, 1805. The timber, within 5 miles of the beach, is chiefly the Sheoak, only fit for cabinet work. The other kinds of timber trees are very thinly scattered. Observations of the various kinds of timber found in New South Wales. From Tuckey's Voyage, 1805. New South Wales produces a great variety of timber trees, to some of which the colonists have given names descriptive of their qualities, and others they call by the names of those trees which they most resemble either in leaf, in fruit, or in the texture of the wood. Among the former are the blue, red, and black budded gums, stringy and iron barks, turpentine and light wood, and among the latter are the Sheoak, mahogany, cedar, box, honeysuckle, tea tree, pear tree, apple tree, and fig tree. These trees shed their bark annually at the fall of tick year, and are always in foliage, the new leaves forcing off the old ones. Q. How is a comparison of the timber quality with English oak relevant to the name? Many Casuarina trees have been given oak names, not due to their appearance, but their timber. Naturalist George Bennett's Wanderings in New South Wales, Batavia, Padir Coast, Singapore, Volume 1, 1834. The swamp oak, Casuarina paludosa, bears much resemblance to the larch. I know not why this and other species of the Casuarina trees have received the colonial appellation of oaks, as forest oak, swamp oak, Sheoak, and amp, c, as they have not the slightest resemblance to that tree in external character, unless the name may have been given from some similarity in the wood. Martin Montgomery's History of the British Colonies, 1835. Casuarina equisetifolia, horsetail casuarina, or he and she oak. Monisha menandria, Nat. Ord. Casuarinia, with leaves, or rather branchlets, hanging down in bundles, from 12 to 18 in length, like a long load of hair or horse's tail. The wood is brittle, but makes very handsome furniture. Among the ornamental woods come light wood, Sheoak or beef tree, honeysuckle, myrtle, and the cherry tree. Beef wood, Sheoak tree, Casuarina stricta, swamp oak tree, Casuarina paludosa, forest oak tree, Casuarina tarulosa. Q. Was there actually a Native American influence in forming the name of an Australian tree? The OED claims the American sheik connection is baseless, but William Mann repeated the claim in 1839. Casuarina tarulosa, Sheoak. C. stricta, he oak. C. tenuissima, marsh oak. The name of the first of these is said to be a corruption of sheik, the name of an American tree producing the beefwood, like our Sheoak. The second species has obtained the name of he oak, in contradistinction of Sheoak. Q. And for extra points, explain why the Ngarrindjeri have a separate word, kula, for male Sheoak trees. This is really from Ngarrindjeri language and usage, but Diane Bell's Nyaranjeri Wuruwaran, a world that is, was, and will be says. I've read about this tree in Tyndale and much of it concerns sacred matters which are not discussed openly. What can be said is that Tungi, the female she-oak, marked with color and considered sacred, are distinguished from Kula, the male she-oak tree.
The Oxford English Dictionary entry for Sheoak, N, says. Forms, alpha. 17 Sheoak, 18 Sheoak, beta. 18 Sheoak, gamma. Quasi-native name 18 sheet K, Shia CK, sheet. Etymology, see Shipron. Compounds 2e, compare Heoak, Hepron. 8b. There is no foundation for the allegation that the word is a corruption of an Australian Aboriginal or Tasmanian name. Another assertion, that it is a corruption of the name of an American tree, is also baseless. Austral.1. A tree of the genus Casuarina. B. Trib.2. Slang name for beer. Compounds 1. General attrib.sheoak beer n.c2. Sheoak net n. A safety net for sailors boarding ship, Sequat. 1898. I've omitted the percents examples for the sake of wit's soul. The proper citation for this entry is Sheoak, N. 2nd edition 1989, online version December 2011. Less than this URL greater than access the 17th of February 2012. Earlier version first published in New English Dictionary, 1914.
As Trist has pointed out, the OED definition of she-oak is quite clear. In particular, it references entry 10. E for she, which says 10. E, with names of plants. Cf. E, 8. B, see also she-oak. Examples include 1575 Gascoigne Kenilworth WKS. 1910-2. 127 Mary. There are two kinds of holly, that is to say, he holly, and she holly. 1585 Higgins Junius Nomenclator 114 1 Abratonum moss. The he southernwood. A. Femina. The she southernwood, 1626, see he, 8. B. You can look this one up yourself, when you see he, 8. B. 1705 Beverly Hist. Virginia, 1722, 127 The other, looks shriveled, with a dent on the back of the grain, as if it had never come to perfection, and this they call she corn, 1756 p. Brown Jamaica 362 The she plants throw out their flowers separate, 1884 Sergeant Rep Forests N. Omer. 210 Obvious Fraseri, Lindley. Balsam. She balsam. 1898 E. E. Morris Austral Engel. S.V. Beach, she beach, Cryptocarya obovata, 1898 E. E. Morris Austral Engel. S.V. Sheoak, S.V. Beach. The prefix she is used in Australia to indicate an inferiority of timber in respect of texture, color, or other character, for example she beech, she pine.
Yes, I was always told by my old Irish aunts that Sheoak's name came from the wailing sound the tree made when the wind blew through it. The wailing of the banshees.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.